Hi, you are watching the Cardboard Genius YouTube channel, and this is my latest project. This is a cardboard box project, of course. It is a Pachinko board. And well, let's take a look. I'm going to give it a shot. Did I get it? Oh, 10 points. No. Let's try again. It's a fun project, easy. You need a cardboard box. I'll show you everything. Some glue, some paint, uh, and a marble. You can even make a marble like I did. That's about it. Some tape, some masking tape would be good. 25. There we go. Let's do it. Okay, so what we use for this project is the B01 size box from Amazon, but you can use practically any size box. But these shallow boxes are kind of nice. It's almost perfect for this. And here's another size box. The N3 box is a little bit deeper. And you can use that too. You can even use the deeper boxes because I'll show you how to do it. What we're going to do is, we're going to trim it down to pachinko board size. Pachinko isn't really big in America, but in some countries it's really big. Like I think in Japan it's really big. They love pachinko. It's a whole thing. They got arcades full of them. I even looked. Here's this wine box I got for mead. You can even use that. So let's go ahead and do it. I'll show you how to do it. It's an easy project. Take you, well, depends on how long it takes your paint to dry, but it'll probably take you about an hour to 2 hours to build this project. You'll have a lot of fun with it. And making the project, you'll have fun. And then playing with it, you'll have fun. So cut off all four flaps of the box. And that X-Acto knife I'm using is a ergonomic one. I love that knife. You might want to get one. It's on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description of this video. But there we go. There is the Pachinko board, and we're going to trim it down even a little bit further. And that will show you how and why you can use just about any size box. But take one of the smaller flaps from the box. Don't use the bigger flaps. Yeah. Take one of the smaller flaps and trim it so it fits right in here because we want a nice flat surface on our pachinko table. And then tape it in so there's no, so the marble doesn't get stuck on anything. If you can't tape it, that's okay. You can do a good job with the painting and it'll kind of, fill the cracks and you'll be okay. So let's trim it down to about 2 inches. So we'll get rid of that top part. They make knives, plastic knives specifically for cutting cardboard. They're okay. Safety is the big thing about them. I'll do a video on some tools. I will be doing a video on some tools for, working with cardboard. But for now, I'm doing a lot of trying to do project videos. Stuff you can make. Okay, now set aside all that stuff and see those two big flaps? Set those aside. Do not use those yet. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with them. But with the rest of the scraps, we're going to make all the various little pieces that go inside the pachinko board. So mark it off like this. That's our score section. And see how the center section is the smallest? And then left and right of that, the sections are a little bit bigger. And then we get the biggest sections on the outside. Do something like that. That makes the pachinko playing a little more challenging. You'll see what I mean. If you don't really understand what I mean, you'll see what I mean. But this is the 25-point section. If the marble rolls in there, it's 25 points, and that's why it's small. See the center one's the smallest area, then the bigger, a little bit bigger, and then the biggest on the outside of only 1 point on the outside. So once you do that, you put it, you glued in some cardboard, so those sections are all sectioned off. Now let's make the pins for the playing board. Just fold over some cardboard like that, and see how it's got a rounded section. That rounded section will go up towards where you start the marble. So here in the video, the rounded section is up towards the top of the video, towards the top of the pachinko board. That way the marble doesn't accidentally just stop on a flat surface. The rounded section will deflect it. And go ahead and put a bunch of them in. Have fun with these. And the important thing is, keep them, make a nice pattern. It looks better, but The important thing is don't put them so close together that the marble can get stuck between them. And I even made some smaller ones to fill in some of the areas. See that smaller one, which is just fine. They're the same height off the board. They're just smaller in size. So put a bunch of them in. The more the merrier. The more fun. The more challenging is the pachinko. And you want to lay these out so there is no clear path from the top straight down into the various, point slots, particularly the 25-point slot. You don't want somebody to just be able to drop the marble straight down into it. Okay, now those big flaps I talked about. Let's work on those. Glue them together. I'm having a lot of fun with the cardboard, and I got a bunch of videos coming, and I'm also writing a book on cardboard projects. So if you like this kind of a thing, free and easy projects, use a cardboard box to have some fun. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. More stuff coming, and a cardboard projects book. And then glue that double flap that you put together onto the back of the pachinko board, or is that the front of the pachinko board? The top. So now it stands up at an angle, and the marble will roll down. One more thing to do here. Cut some slots in the top like that. Any way you want. So now let's finish it off by painting it. And you can have fun with this. You can add decorations, you could paint patterns, you can just, I don't know, have all kinds of fun with it any way you want. I just painted it plain white and put some orange detail. And if you wanted to make it really sturdy and durable and last a long time, and once the paint is dried, you can Mod Podge it. But that's it. Our pachinko board is done. Now, I recommend you get yourself a pad, and then you can keep score. Like, let's say we go everybody goes 10 times, one at a time. You take turns, but you roll 10 times you go, and you add up your score, and whoever has the highest score wins. And how much of it is skill? I don't know. How much of it is luck? A lot of it. But you can write on the board with a marker the points, or you can, add little things like I did, like this. I made little point. There's 25 points in the center, 10 points to either side of it, 5 points to either sides of those, and then 1 point for the big slots on the outsides. And that's it. Make sure you visit my website. I'll put the link in the description of this video down below. Hit that subscribe button. Remember, I got a book coming, and this is all a big thing. I'll tell you more about this, but let me show you one more time me playing. Took me one, almost. Two. Oh, almost again. Three. No. 4. Hey, that's it. Thanks for watching.